Homeless men in need of emergency help are leaving a Little Rock shelter that tonight is at capacity. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kevin Kelly. Fox 16 Susan El Khoury talking with officials at the shelter who claim the influx has nothing to do with the spike in people needing help. Susan.
Yeah, Kevin, emergency help is when people need to get off the streets just for a night. 2 shelters offer that in Little Rock, but as of this week, that changed to 1.
That is truly me.
Every picture tells a story.
I was drinking about a half gallon of vodka a day.
And this one is no exception.
March 14th of 2017 when I came here.
John Hutchinson keeps the photo in his desk at the Compassion Center. A reminder that before he worked at the Little Rock homeless shelter, he was a client.
Well, it gives me goosebumps to think about.
Turning his life around started through the shelter's emergency help program, now the only one in the city.
I almost started crying when I found out.
Across town, doors at the Nehemiah House stay shut. Signs posted this week announce the program is shifting from emergency help to long-term living, and that's leaving the Compassion Center as the only option.
Usually these things are filled.
Staff are now struggling to keep the pantry stocked.
It says we're operating from day to day now.
The director says they've seen about 100 more people a day, something they weren't planning on.
If it wasn't for these emergency shelters, they wouldn't have nothing to eat or a place to stay in out of the weather.
Now staff like Hutchinson are tasked with helping bring in more donations and volunteers.
Because I know how hard it is out there. I know how, I've been there.
Since closing these doors isn't an option. The Nehemiah House was planning on eventually shifting its program there, but there was an incident at the center that sparked this change. Police were called this week after a man staying there was accused of assaulting an employee.
It's really unfortunate that this has to happen, but knowing that there's only one emergency shelter left, is the city aware of this and are city leaders stepping up to try and, I don't know, fix the problem, if you will?
Yeah, the Compassion Center director tells me he has talked with city leaders about this, and there's only so much that they can do. At this point, Compassion Center just needs donations so they can keep their doors open, keep serving people, and letting them come in for these overnights.
Wow. All right. Keep us posted. Thanks.